What's going on, guys? Haven't made a video in a while, and I want to make a video today about the new diamond cards that they keep on putting in the game in 2K16. I do not have any of these cards. They're very expensive and hard to get. However, I've been seeing it on YouTube videos and on Twitter and whatnot, and it kind of upsets me, all these cards. So the first one that came out was the 2009, I believe, Jamal Crawford. Yes, it was 2009 at a 96 overall, and I was very surprised by this. And 2K came out saying, oh, he scored 50 points in a game that year, so he deserves a 96. And right away, I called bullshit because he didn't do super well that year. I don't remember off the top of my head his averages, but I don't believe he scored over 20 a game, and that's the main thing with Jamal Crawford. So why does an entire season make you say, oh, he deserves a 96 overall card, not a moments card? See, if these were moments cards, I would not have a problem with it, because a 50-point game is pretty spectacular to see, and a moments card for that is not bad. However, that kind of would be a slippery slope where anytime someone scores 50, they deserve a moments card. Anyways, so this came out, and I was kind of like, alright, what's going on with 2K? Like, what's happening? Then later on that week, J.R. Smith got a diamond card for 2009, not even his best season. I was like, what, seriously, what's happening? And then it just came more and more, and now it just seems every single day they're throwing out a diamond card just because someone had a good game once, or I don't even know. There are a bunch out there right now, and I'll go through some of them, and if I know why they would think so, I'll try to attempt to explain their logic. Now, the highest rated one is a Kyrie Irving at this point of a 97 overall. I believe this is for when he played the Spurs last year, I believe, even though it's a current season, and it makes no sense. If you click on the card, and I'm on 2KMT Central, I use this and a couple other things to look at card ratings, but this is a Throwback Thursday for this exact year, which Kyrie did not play in until, I believe, 2 days ago. So I don't know why it's a Throwback Thursday for this year, but this is supposed to be, I believe, for last year against the Spurs. He scored like 57, I believe. So that makes no sense in the first place. So good job on that part. And there's just so many cards out there right now. And I'm going to say the ones that are current, of course. So we got the Kyrie. And then we go into that J.R. Smith. I don't know exactly, but he was very exciting back on the Nuggets. And I honestly cannot tell you, pinpoint exactly a moment. He probably had a huge game. I mean, he was known for being a high volume shooter back in that time especially, so he might have had a good game, but I don't know exactly. Next is a 2011 Lawson. This was when he was back on the Nuggets, and for some reason he's a 2011 card wearing a Nuggets jersey, but the background is a Rockets picture. I seriously do not get this in the slightest. Makes no sense. I don't remember exactly why he would deserve this. I mean, he had a pretty decent season, but like, come on, he was not like really that good. I'm looking at some of the comments, and people say it's because he hit a bunch of threes in a row, but a 96 overall shouldn't be there just because you're hitting that many threes. Next one is a 2009 Brandon Jennings when he was a rookie on the Bucks. Now I remember this one because it's one of his first games in his NBA career. I believe it was like his 5th or something like that, and he dropped somewhere close to 50 something points. I don't remember at the top of my head, but I do remember hearing about it. And this is still pretty crazy that they give a guy, not a moments card, but an entire season card for dropping 50 something points at one point. Like, this is getting out of hand. So that's another card. And of course I mentioned the Jamal Crawford already. And there's one more that I'm like completely done with, and it's a 2010 Scola, 95 overall. And I don't get this at all. First off, I believe the cutoff for diamond is a 96, but he's a 95 diamond. So good job on that part. First things first. Secondly, I honestly do not get why he's a 95. Yes, he had a very good game that year. I remember because a lot of people were tweeting about it. But I also looked it up. I actually used to like Scola, but come on. Yes, he did have 44 points on 20 of 25 shooting, which is remarkable numbers. But you're giving him a 95 for that? It's not a moments card. So like, just going through all these cards, I'm just pretty upset about it, as you can tell, and a lot of people are. Like, of course they start off with the Amethyst Brian Scalabrine, which was like a locker, not a locker code, but a black market thing, which is already dead. No one does black market anymore. So I like, that was a joke. And the thing is, Brian Scalabrine, yes, he's the biggest joke of NBA history in terms of like running joke. Not saying he's bad. Of course, he wasn't the greatest player, but he's still a respectable basketball player overall. I mean, if you don't believe me, go search him up. And there was like a tournament he held in Boston where he just played regular people, and if anyone won, he would, I don't know what he'd give them, but there was some prize, and he just destroyed everybody. So point being, yeah, like that was the biggest running gag in the NBA for quite a while. Being Brian Scalabrine, the greatest player of all time. I mean, I even have a shirt jersey of him. Like that's how like big it was. But like, all right, a 90 overall, that's ridiculous, but not like insane. Like it's still crazy. However, giving this to almost anyone just because they had one good game, and this is for an entire season, that's absolutely insane. Because if you look at any of those seasons, I can almost guarantee none of those guys had even close to a season that would give them probably over an 82 overall. I can't say off the top of my head, but you can look it up on your own and check out 2KMT Central. I'll put a link down in the description so you can check on your own. And there's definitely going to be updates where they're going to throw more and more diamonds and all this BS into it. Like, I'm kind of upset about that, especially considering my favorite player of all time, where if you check the header on my YouTube account, I have Brandon Roy. And I mean, Brandon Roy had a 52-point game, I believe, in 2009. And I mean, if all these guys are getting these crazy cards just because of that, why not give Brandon Roy one? Especially considering that he was at one point the third best guard in the league, I believe, in 2009 when he was on the All-NBA second team. So why not give him a card for this? I mean, I love Brandon Roy. A lot of people did. Sad to see him leave, but I mean, come on, 2K. This is getting ridiculous at this point. It's actually becoming borderline like insane and making me not want to play. Because quite honestly, I haven't played 2K in almost a week and a half, if not 2 weeks. I've been playing a lot of Madden. Not just because of these cards, but I mean, that's a big thing, is where 2K is just kind of they're making a joke on themselves by doing this. So quite honestly, first off, 2K, if you're giving everyone diamond cards, then give people who really deserve it diamond cards. And second off, this needs to be stopped. So anyways, guys, if you watch this video, give me a thumbs up, or especially if you agree with this BS diamond card stuff. And I mean, of course, people are going to enjoy it if you get those cards, especially through locker codes, because that's amazing if you can get it. Like, good for you. However, tell me what you really think about this. Subscribe for more 2K content and share with your friends, because honestly, this is getting a little too much for me. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and of course, have a good day.